Tacos El Campeon and intro later. This is the intro for the Taco Blog. Thunder Rosa eating tacos.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Taco Blog. I know you guys been asking for this, and I told you I was gonna get bigger and better people in this Taco Blog. Today I have one of the hottest young talent in AEW. She's a little dark. I call her like little brujita. She is Julia Hart.
Hey guys.
Julia, are you excited to eat tacos here at Garland?
Tacos are one of my favorite foods, so.
What's your favorite taco?
Just a steak, street taco.
Did you like onions and... Oh, she likes everything. She likes
I
the
like
works.
it all of it. And the green sauce, what's it called?
All right, so we're gonna go to Tacos El Campeon, which they're kind of weird. They change their stuff, so we're gonna check it out before we get murdered by a car. ¿Estas son carnitas?
Sí, tengo buches, trompa, carnitas, pastor, fajita y barbacoa.
So those are the options. They also have regular food. ¿Las tortillas son hechas a mano o...? Okay. Son de paquete. Okay, what would you like to order, Julia?
Steak tacos.
Me das 3 tacos de carne asada, por favor. Oye, le digo, the Nightmare Factory says she's bringing the tacos. Oh, look at her. Lightweight. Well, you give us thumbs up. This is yours. This is yours. I think you're going to need more cilantro. What are you saying? So she has 3 fajita tacos with a barbacoa right here. She's gonna try. Have you tried barbacoa before? Yeah. So I was just telling my listeners and my YouTubers that you are one of the originals in AEW in terms of, you were there from the beginning, right?
In March of 2021, during the COVID Jacksonville era, I started. But yeah, I started the Nightmare Factory. I was like the first to get signed in Cody's team. That's all it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of people were from the Nightmare Factory, but a lot of them were like QT students. I was the first one.
So you were Cody's student. So how does it feel to like be under Cody's tutelage? And like, were you a super fan of Cody, or like you could just come in and you're like, oh, Sal? Like,
no, I definitely knew who Cody was. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have heard of school or anything. So I was just in Minnesota, wasn't doing anything because everything was shut down.
Okay.
And then I saw like the Nightmare Factory apply, and I was like, oh, I'll just apply. Like, what could happen? And the next thing you know, I get a text from QT saying, like, hey, are you interested in coming to our school? And I was like, yes. They're like, okay, like, you have like a month to apply here. And I was like, I guess I'm moving to Georgia.
How old were you when that happened?
19.
I was gonna say 16.
I had just turned, actually, I got the text like a week before my 19th birthday, so.
Hi, are you TV?
Yes.
What TV? Do you do regular? Because it's the first time hearing.
No, I do tacos all over the world, actually. So I come and eat tacos, interview my friends, and ay, gracias por la olla, estoy up it. And then you can find me on Thunder Rosa on YouTube. Yeah, we're wrestlers. We're gonna be here today and tomorrow. ¿Dónde están? Ok, nosotros estamos ahí por el aeropuerto y tenemos show ahí en Grapevine today, creo. You're welcome.
Yes.
We're just eating tacos. Okay, you're gonna have to give the first.
Okay,
Okay, so how do you prepare your tacos, first of all?
I just put the sauce on it. You said this is the hot sauce?
She said it was the hottest. If I was you, I will dip the meat before you fuck it. That was gonna do it.
What's in this one first?
No, hazle este. Dip in there first.
With taco?
No, just like a little piece of meat and then dip it in the...
See if I like it.
Yes. She's hardcore. All right. Yeah. Going back to your young days. So you're super young. When was the first time that you experienced the taco?
Oh, my mom. tacos growing up, but she would make American tacos.
What is an American taco for all those who don't know what an American taco is?
A taco meat with cheese and sour cream.
What? What kind of cheese?
Like,
Kraft cheese?
no, like cheddar, like
Shredded?
Mm-hmm. And then I remember my friends, there was a place called Andalays in Minnesota. And they had tacos like this. And I was like, that's a taco?
How old were you when you made the taco?
Maybe like 16. Yeah, like a real
You were
taco.
16 when you made your first taco?
Like real taco, not American taco. I actually knew American tacos. I had no idea.
What's the worst taco you ever had? Or should I just ask too much?
Probably anytime, like, when you order it from DoorDash. I don't know. DoorDash makes food not just as good, but
They're cold.
mm-hmm.
I don't trust it. I was like, I don't trust it. So you just looked up. Like a heart valve or something. No, it's this little thing. Looks like a heart valve. Like anything that has holes like this, you take it.
Take that out. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no.
Have you tried just jalapenos or like serrano?
I've got all here.
Don't cut them like this. Do a little bite.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Actually, I'll cheer with you because I don't have one. They just serve me one. Cheers. Okay. Just now.
I swallowed it.
You did. All right, so you always want to be on this stuff?
When I was 12,
Tell me.
I was playing the video game with my cousin,
Yeah.
and I didn't know it was like a real life thing. I thought it was just a video game.
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't know like it was on TV. I thought it was just a video game.
Shut up.
And then my cousin like showed me that it wasn't just a video game.
Yeah.
And I was like just fascinated. I was like, oh my god. Like you get to be in front of a crowd, you get to be athletic, you get to travel around the world, you get to like do theater. I was like, that's everything I ever wanted to do. So and then after that I was like, I'm gonna do that. And then everyone told me I was crazy. And then what do you know?
Which is the champion, TBS champion, the first youngest under 25-year-old who's a champion in the company, right?
I think Riho, she was a champion and she was 22. But I'm a younger 22. She was like older 22. I'm a younger 22. So the women are just where it's at for a young champion. And Billy Starks is fighting for a championship today on the ring.
I know she is. What do you think about Billy? How do you met Billy? You guys know each other?
Yeah, we met in the locker room. She's sweet. She's nice. She's pretty funny. She just vibes, you know?
Yeah, she's always. She's so. When you the definition of young and wild. Billy Starks. Right.
Yeah.
So I have a question. How long have you known your husband?
So, 3 years. We met in January of 2021, just as friends. Just friends first, and then didn't start even talking until like the end of March 2021. And then we started dating in April 2021.
Do you know from like the get-go that was gonna be is he your first boyfriend?
I had a boyfriend when I was younger for like 2 years. No, like we dated for like 2 years. It's like from middle school to high school. I don't know if that counts. It's not like a real relationship. So yeah, I guess like real relationship where took it seriously. Now we're married, so I think I always just knew what I wanted in a man. And
Wow, but you're like what 20? You're 22.
well, I knew I wanted like a good guy with good morals. I think that's what I mean that we work so well together. We have the same morals. And we both just work really hard. And he has a really good shoulder on his head, and he's He's the best. So I was like, when we started hanging out, I was like, oh my gosh, like he checks off every box in my book. It was crazy.
Wow. I mean, you were 22. Like, when did you decide that you were like, okay, this is a guy, I want to get married. We're going to get married here. Okay, first of all, before we even go there, and then we go back to wrestling, but I think that this is more interesting. Who kissed who first? And if you remember, like, you know, there's always like music, like the ambience, were you guys eating, were you guys at a date? It was like in backstage.
It was like, I think I kissed him first. He kissed me first, but we go back and forth.
Oh my
a lot, but I remember I was just about to leave to go back to like Minnesota after the camp. This was our second time hanging out, and I think I just like jumped on him. You know, just so happy, and I just like jumped on him, and I just like
how do you think I kissed him? I don't know, like you just like jump like this, or like you know when
I was just so excited to see him, even though we only been hanging out for a day.
Oh, it just happens sometimes, you know. Like it happens like that sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you guys started talking, and then it was like that was it. It was automatic.
Yeah, pretty much. It was just like it moved very fast. It was we both just knew what we wanted. So, and if you would have told me like a month prior to that, it'd be him. Like I would have no idea. I'd be like, what? No, there's no way. No idea.
But you were 19, right?
Yeah.
And you were just coming out.
23.
Is this your first time moving out of your house? Or you were like,
first one to leave Minnesota, my family, really.
wow. How was it like that experience of being so young and living on your own with a bunch of young people?
Well, I actually didn't live with a bunch of young people. I lived in an Airbnb full of old people.
Oh, really? Tell me a little bit about it.
It was like a house you could rent out, where people like were just there for like work and stuff, and they just need somewhere to live temporarily. And then like I had a room upstairs, and like there's 3 other people upstairs, and like someone downstairs, someone in the basement. They were all above like 30 years old. I was like the youngest one. And I just hid in my room the whole time. And I remember if I would leave like the dishes out, like the old lady downstairs would get really mad. Like leave notes and be like, I don't leave a dish. It'd be like one bowl. I'd be like, oh my gosh.
Like, I'm sorry, man.
But I mean, taught me to be clean because growing up, my older sister always cleaned my room for me. So I was like, I gotta clean myself. No one's here to clean it for me.
Yeah, how was that?
Yeah, it was fine.
You like cleaning?
I do like cleaning now because we have our own apartment. Now it's like fun to clean. It's like our own space. Not like
I do like super traditional life.
no. He cooks, I clean. I'm pretty like
Even. Yeah, that's
really
good. That's really good. Just a lot of the issues in marriages happen because of lack of that.
Yeah, no, we're even. I think we have pretty figured out. We were still like learning.
But you guys been living together for a minute, right?
Yeah, we moved into each other at like 3 months of dating. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Just about 3 months of dating. Because we were with each other 24/7. Like there wasn't a day we weren't together, so like, it was just easier. We driving like back and forth.
Oh yeah. Well, if you also went to Atlanta, Atlanta's traffic is horrible.
It was just easier to live together.
Have you made them tacos yet? Breakfast tacos?
I've made
Crispy tacos?
like a crunch wrap supreme thing.
How do you make that? First of all.
I don't know, I just looked it up on TikTok. It's pretty easy. But he usually does the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I hate cooking.
You make cooking?
Yeah.
Why?
If it doesn't turn out the way it's supposed to, I get really mad. This is not spicy. It's really good.
If you bite this thing, you'll get spicy.
Oh, yeah, just keep biting.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you want spicy, yeah. So I eat so fast. You eat like I'm always eating super slow. Maybe because you're talking a lot.
No, I eat slow.
There's like 3 people that can't buy tacos like that, and Julia's stealing her first taco. She's a shit. What's the worst meal that you ever made? So you were like, Jesus, I'm gonna throw this in the trash. It's garbage.
I think I made a bad meal.
You never made a bad meal?
Because I don't cook much.
Okay, what's the worst meal that you tried from your boyfriend? Like, I mean,
I don't think there's a bad meal. I can't crap on his cooking, otherwise he's not going to cook for me.
he's so sweet. He's so sweet. I think I made some bad meals. Even my son was like, I love you, but I'm not going to eat this.
I haven't had that happen yet.
Okay.
He's always like, it's so good. I think he just says it's good. I keep cooking. Yeah, because I'll cook one. Maybe he's just telling me it's good so I can drink.
So going back to wrestling, you guys met at the Nightmare Factory. One love at the Nightmare Factory. Then you guys come to AEW together. Then you are in the stable with, what's it, the Bonds? Just imagine all side. I remember the Varsity Blondes. You were like the stereotypical varsity girl, you know, cheerleader. I remember when you first started wrestling. I know you were super athletic. We used to have when Dustin used to train us, right?
Yeah, what a time.
I have so many memories from that.
Yeah, me too.
What was your highlight that you can tell us something memorable?
I remember when they had a match with the Young Bucks.
Yes.
And Matt sprayed me with the cooling spray, and I for some reason screamed my heart out for that, and dead sold it, and it was went crazy. Everyone's like, why did you sell it? Nobody told me how to sell it, so I was like,
how were you supposed to sell it?
I don't know. That's what I was like, I don't know.
I mean, did it hurt?
No. I don't know. I don't know what I was supposed to think it, but I took it to heart. I was like, this is my time on Dynamite.
Julia Hart took it to heart.
I was like, this is my time on Dynamite. I need to show them what I'm made of. I'm gonna sell the shit out of this cooling spray. I do remember that, and they gave me pigtails too for makeup. I was like, I've never did pigtails again, just because it made me look like 10.
Yeah,
I was like a 10-year-old.
You look very, very young.
My debut match with it was with Britt. I look legit 12. I shouldn't have not been on TV. I had no makeup on. I was just like,
why do you have no makeup on?
Because I didn't know it was gonna be a Dynamite until an hour before, and I was just an extra, so they weren't gonna give me makeup.
What?
Mm-hmm. I looked 12.
This is during COVID time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked. It was the match before she won the belt, so they just wanted to get over match. Cody volunteered me, so.
Oh yeah, Julia's ready.
You're like, I was 19. It was probably my 10th match ever.
Were you nervous?
Oh yeah, I was so nervous.
So how does it feel to be put in how does it feel to be put in a situation like that? Because you're getting put on Dynamite and all this
my first day at AEW, they put me on that Dynamite match. I had a dark match with Kylan King earlier, and I was like, okay, cool, the match went good, I was chilling, and then Cody pulled me aside, he's like, you're gonna be on Dynamite, go get ready. And I was like, what? I was like,
so it was with
Brett? Yeah, it was Blood and Guts 2021. So I was on Blood and Guts. It was.
I work in there. Yeah, I work.
Yeah, you could.
Just remember. It's been so long.
It was a 1 minute match. It was a big deal to me, though.
To me, it was a big deal because you were the one, the goat that was sacrificed when I announced as a signee in AEW, and I'm always gonna be thankful for that because I was at a point in my life and I was also a little, sticky dicky. But see, that's one thing that Julia will have to
really
say.
Good. I like this one.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Is it? Oh my God, just a little bit.
This one's really good. My favorite.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Mark Henry will like it. Mark Henry loves Private Rock.
Oh really?
Oh, he loves Private Rock.
What were you saying? You were.
No, that was Tiffany. But Julia, one of the things that Julia always have, and you still have, and I always say this on the radio because people need to know. you always have a like thirst for learning, and you're like super humble about things.
Thank you.
And from the moment I met you, you never changed. Even with like now, fast forward 2 years, and where they give you this new character, and a couple of days ago, the memory on X came out where you got missed, and that's when you started your
Yeah, 2
journey,
years ago.
in the House of Black. So from being the piggy tail girl that looked like she's 12 to this witch that you are, the witchy woman. How did you change, and how did your mentality change in professional wrestling?
Yeah, I think I had the same mentality. I think I just knew I needed a different direction because what I was doing obviously wasn't reaching my full potential, and I struggled with it a lot. Like, I remember coming back after season, I would like cry the whole time. I'm like, I suck. Like, I was like, why am I so? I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, and I wanted to understand. Like, how can I be better? I don't know how I can be better, and I think it was just at the point where I was like, the cheerleader gimmick is not. I'm trying so hard to register cheer in my matches instead of being a wrestler. So it's just like, the cheer thing's got to go, and I didn't know how that was going to happen. But
Who offered the idea? Who came up with the idea? Was you?
so I actually came up with the idea. It was when Malachi came up to me and he was like, "Hey, we're going to do this thing," and I was like, "Okay." And then it happened. He missed me. And then I wasn't on TV for 2 weeks. And I was confused because at that time I was on a pure appearance. And I was only getting paid when I was at work. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not getting paid. Like, and I thought I was going to be a part of the storyline, and I wasn't. So then when I came back to work, I was just like, and he told me like the whole idea of House of Black or whatever. And I was like, what if I joined? And I was actually too scared to tell him. I told Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn told Malachi for me.
Yeah.
And then Malachi came up to me, and he's like, you don't like the cheer stuff? And I was like, no,
bro. Fuck that shit.
no. Like, I think I also did cheer for so long.
I'm gonna give you a keep talking. I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah. I did cheer for so long. I just did cheer for so long. I was like, I just need to move on. Cheer. It was like my whole life. It's all I knew before wrestling. I was like, I just need to give it up. So and he was like, okay, like do a promo and show me it, and then let's see what you got. And I was like, okay. And I love promo so much. So I took that to heart, and I worked on this promo for like 1 or 2 weeks. And I talked to Cody about it, and he was like, do an interview with Tony Schiavone, do it a different style. And I was like, okay. And Tony Schiavone went to the DDT studio with me, and the camera guys, Robert from AEW came, and they like shot it for me. They did House of Black, and did all of the stuff for me that I told them that I wanted. And I did the promo, and then I showed okay, and he's like, yep. And it was like all I could show. He's like, yep.
Did you come up with the concept for your entrance and stuff? Or it was more...
That one was a little bit later. That was like more developed. I think he just wanted to see what I thought I would look like in the House of Black, and I like made up a presentation of like what I would wear and what I would look like and how like I'm starting doing different moves. So it was like he was just like, yep, like, and I was like, okay. And I literally sat on those stairs during the Blonde Match performance. Like, that was real. I didn't know what was happening. I was literally just sitting there thinking like, when am I gonna leave these two, basically. So it was like, I had no idea. And then one day, Tony came up to me and was like, I want you to join next week. And I was like, okay. and then we had the idea to push it to double our company. Because we were, oh, let's make it bigger. I was like, wow, like, they're starting to care that I want it to be bigger. So then, yeah, then I joined. It's great.
And then you've been featured heavily on Collision for the last June. We started in June in Chicago, and you were on all the marquees, and you continue to be on all the marquees.
Yeah, that was when I saw that. I was like, I don't know. I thought it was so
cool. The only thing I have a bone to pick is that you are not on the trailers yet, on the trucks.
Oh, God.
We're gonna get on the third round of the trailers. I'm gonna get back on the trailer, and she's gonna. I'm gonna get back on the trailer, and she's gonna get on there. So you are now Julia from the House of Black. How do you feel like the transformation from the first time that you came out to now? Because you are a heel, and people love you, love seeing you there.
Yeah. And it was
kind of weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Like when I get cheered, because I want to like embrace it. But I don't know. I'm still figuring a lot of stuff out. Like I'm still learning. It's still development in my character, and I feel like I have so many more places I can go with it. So it's still just like learning what I want to do in certain moments. Like even when like the crowd started cheering my name, I was like, oh God, like I just want to like smile, obviously, but I'm not gonna
cheer.
I'm not gonna fucking smile. Like,
You're gonna cheer. They're like, yeah.
that was the one thing I hated about the cheer game. I was always smiling. My face would hurt after every fucking thing we did.
Yeah, because you were like,
Sorry, can you swear on here?
yeah, you can.
Okay. Very fucking. Fucking hate smiling.
Do you hate smile?
Oh my God. No, seriously, my face would hurt. Oh.
No, because you did that one for little too, right? So
Yeah, and cheer. I remember, I think so what's funny about the cheer stuff is because I'm not like that at all in real life. I'm not like quiet. I'm not like a fucking cheer girl.
How? Do it again.
I don't know. I don't even know how to do it anymore. I forgot who she is. But at school, like when we do pep rallies, like I would go all out. Like, you know, biggest smile you've ever probably fucking seen. Like crazy, look like I'm on crack doing cheerleading. People at school would be like, who is that? And be like, oh, that's Julia? Like, I've never seen her smile before. So I would just walk around school with my hood up and be like, hey. Well, I'm barely into school.
So were you introverted? Introverted?
I like to talk to people. I just maybe wasn't approachable. Mm-hmm. I definitely would talk to anybody. Like, I feel like I was just kind of friends with everybody in school. And I was nice to everybody. I just didn't like school. I hated school so much.
You finished high school?
Yeah, I did.
And you were like, I'm done.
Because of COVID. Thank you for COVID. Because I graduated COVID year. And they just let I was a senior when COVID hit. And they were like, if you like your grades, you can graduate. So
you didn't have to be your senior year?
You know, we didn't get a graduation, we didn't get a prom, which I didn't care about. Like, I was like relieved. I was like, oh, thank God.
You're one of
COVID was good for me. COVID, but not. I mean, it was a terrible thing that happened, but I mean, it helped.
But it helped you to like go faster to what you wanted to do, which is for being a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
And now, if you think about it, 3 years later, you are headlining on big shows like the Forum where you won the championship, and I honestly was surprised. Mm-hmm. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know. I knew it was going to. I had a feeling you were going to win that night. I've been in the wrestling business for a minute, so I kind of knew it, but I was surprised. I was really happy what happened. I remember you were taking pictures, and it was like, sometimes I want to keep you kayfabe, but that night I was like, I have to take a picture with you.
Actually, I meant to send you that picture that Brain Buster took a picture of us.
Of us?
Picture.
Oh my God. Yes, so super cute. Did you want to cry?
I didn't cry until like a week later.
What?
Yeah. I didn't cry. I don't know, in those moments, I can't cry. I didn't cry on my wedding day. I didn't cry on that day.
She's fucking heartless.
I cried every day leading up to the wedding and after, but not on the day. I don't know, I feel like I just need to like go in like a mode, just like ready to keep it together. And like the day I was, but winning, it wasn't until like I saw my parents and my husband I almost cried, but I was like, no, just keep it together because like there's some people who are just like
Your parents are super cute, by the way.
Yeah,
they're like the nicest people ever.
They were sitting like ringside too for that match, and they didn't know I was winning. And I flew them out not knowing what was happening. I didn't flew them out because Sky Blue flew out her parents, and I was jealous. I was like, I'm gonna fly out my parents too. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna fly out my parents too. And they're like, oh, like, are you winning or something? I was like, I have no idea. I'm just gonna have my match and have fun. And then, like, yeah, they were sitting ringside. They're like,
yeah. Okay, so going back to Julia and House of Black, are you into the dark side?
I would say so.
Because your wedding was like themed, right?
That's all. Like Friday the 13th.
Yes.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah. More so than like cheer shit.
Well, she don't like cheer shit. Like, we are clear. So not give her anything that has to do with cheer. But what makes you embrace this character a lot more?
I do get a lot of inspiration, like watching scary stuff and like, dark stuff. And it's like, ooh, I want to be like that. Ooh, I want to be like that. Like, I'm always like thinking whenever we're watching movies like that. So I mean, I've always liked that stuff. I remember like my first scary movie I liked was Coraline when I was like 6. And I thought it was so funny. And I'm also a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Oh yes, we remember we had that conversation. It was actually a discussion. It was you, your husband, Ricky Starks, and I about Prince. And Michael Jackson.
That's a really big topic.
Yes,
I like to bring Michael up a lot because I love both so much. But Michael's number one.
What's your favorite song?
It changes.
It's like Thriller.
And that was the song I was introduced by him. But that was my point I was getting to. I loved that music video when I was like in kindergarten. And I would go to sleepovers with friends and make them watch it, and everybody would be so scared. And I thought it was so funny. Like, how could you be scared of this? It's just Michael Jackson. Because I loved it so much. And I loved that music video so much.
Little did you know this little cycle was gonna be in the House of Black, being all scary and shit.
I used to like to go through like haunted houses, like have a straight face the whole time, or I try to scare them back. I was so lame.
I feel uncomfortable. Like, I'm not saying you haven't taken Uber. I'm just kidding. It's like,
I used to love doing that. But now that I'm older, I jump more. I don't know if it's because I have a husband, so I'm like, oh, protection. I think I just do that so that it's just so we because it's cute. But he's like, oh my god, you're so scared. I'm like, yeah, hold me.
So I'm assuming you're not into parties.
Oh no. No, we're homebodies. We go to bed at 8 p.m. No.
No, you never?
When I was in high school, I guess, but nobody invited me to the high school parties because I'm straight edge, so everybody thought
I thought because I used to like scare people.
I'd be hiding in a corner.
She'd be the one who was like, let's watch scary movies and thing, right?
No, I mean, I don't know why they didn't invite me. I'm just assuming it was because I didn't drink or smoke. So kids were like, oh, she's going to judge us. So they didn't
judge. Yeah, I'll judge because I wasn't the same way.
I think it's because I was the cheer captain too. So the girls.
Where?
I was cheer captain. And I think the girls thought I was going to like tattle on them or something. Because I was really hardcore. Because I was like, how could you guys drink and smoke and we have a competition next week? Like, you're ruining your bodies. Maybe I was judgmental. I don't know. Looking back, I'm like,
no, but I mean, that's what you believed in, you know, and not.
Yes, I took my morals I still take them very seriously.
Was you very religious?
No, just my morals. Like, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't, I just believe in like that stuff. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I just don't go against my morals ever.
That's a really good thing to have. Not a lot of people your age is like that.
Yeah, which is okay. Not everybody's the same. If everybody was the same, life would be boring. So, I don't know. That's just me personally. I think maybe because the cheer drilled it in my head, like you're not allowed to do that stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm never doing it.
So you're very disciplined in so many aspects.
Yeah, because they told it, like, they would say, like, oh, it affects, like, your performance. And I think, now that I'm a professional wrestler, I'm like, oh, like, if I do that stuff, it's going to affect my body, and I want to be, like, my best. So why would I do something? Let me tell you, it's not going to make me my best.
Let me tell you, when I did my first tour in Japan, I was just like you. I was the one who, all the girls used to get drunk. I used to be the one who would take care of them. The last tour in Japan, oh yeah, alcohol. really messes up your performance. I remember one time I had to do a training and I went out with a couple friends, with two friends, and we stay up till 5 a.m. I missed my training. I slept 2 hours and I was a little, was a little tipsy, and I had to train it that day. So I went completely drunk to train, and it was not fun. Never again, and she's absolutely right. Don't drink and utilize drugs if you plan to do something, because you're not going to perform the same. But
yeah,
you are 22. You are probably not. I don't feel like you're still on like the top of your career. You are one of the top girls in AEW. What is one of the things that you still feel in your heart, Julia Hart? that you want to do and you want to accomplish?
Just getting better, just being like the best version of me. I feel like I still have a long way to go. You just, I feel like I need to keep learning. I don't know, but I also don't want to like, I always want to like stay true to myself, but like grow. I don't know. I don't like to like think about it too much because then I get overwhelmed. It's just like take a day by day, and I think that's why I've gotten like so far already. Is I'm just taking every day by day and letting it just be whatever it is. And I'm so grateful with whatever happens. I also try not to have any expectations either because you get disappointed. So it's just like when things do happen, I'm like, oh, like must be doing something right. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, I guess. See where it takes me.
Do you want to win the Women's World Championship?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect to win the TBS Championship like so early on. I was like, oh, like 5 years. I don't know. I was just always like
5 years.
I don't know. I was just always like giving myself time, so I wasn't overwhelming myself. And I also have a lot of time. And there's also a bunch of other amazing women in the locker room that deserve titles as well. So I didn't want to like think like, oh, I deserve it more than anybody else. I think we all deserve a title.
So you felt like you were ready?
I think my character was ready, but I don't think I was ready. I think so.
That's so true.
Yeah.
What's the difference, you feel? Were you ready for all the attention? Because you were getting a lot of attention anyways.
Sure, but I think sometimes I think I have imposter syndrome. And I look at myself on TV and I'm like, oh, she's so cool. And I'm like, that's me. And I'm like, why don't I have that confidence in real life? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So,
I mean, I think you have it like right where you have to have it, just in the ring. And I've told you this so many times, like your confidence at Julia Hart and the Black House of Black is through the roof. Like from the moment you come out. By the way, did you sing that song?
no, I didn't. No, I was like, not sick.
Like, she's so good. No, so cute. But you know, your entrance is pretty cool. It's like your gear is like amazing. Your moveset. You have a way in where you are learning, and you like almost have it like there, and where if you have to go fast, you go fast, and then if you have to like slow it down, you slow it down to tell the story. And I feel like with your other character, it was not. You never
know what she was doing. She didn't know what she was. Yeah, that's where it was like so weird. I was still trying to be a cheerleader when I just used to give up cheerleading, except being a wrestler. So I was like, and I think as being a cheerleader, like, oh, you have to do this, and this, like, you're type of athletic. And I was like, that's like not cheer. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I think that's where giving that up and focus on being hard hitting, House of Black, cool fucking witch. I don't know, just really I feel like I just embraced it. I feel like something just clicked. I don't even really know what it was. I just like one day it was just kind of, it was the match after with Willow, our first match, and I was like, oh, that's what wrestling should feel like. I love it. That is what wrestling should be, because I felt really good for like the first time since like I think my first match ever.
So knowing how wrestling feels like when you watch wrestling, who was your favorite from the women? I'm not talking about the man, but say like the women.
I want to say like all the opponents I've had since I really had no matches is House of Black, like Anna.
No. Your favorite, like wrestler watching.
Oh, watching. I meant like.
I mean, I know. Like, I was gonna ask you about your friends after.
Yeah, okay. Like woman.
Yeah.
AJ Lee was always my number one. And then Alexa Bliss had a lot of influence on me. I feel like that's kind of obvious. I feel like that's kind of obvious. But Alexa, and then Charlotte Flair. I love Charlotte Flair too. And then growing up, I really loved Lita and Kelly and Michelle McCool.
I love Michelle McCool.
I love Michelle.
Michelle McCool. Cool. Yeah, and she was technically sound, and she was a great athlete. I don't feel like
it was so. Yeah,
I don't feel I got the opportunity to interview her, and I don't feel like
you did.
Yes, I did. I was like marking out so hard. I was just like, because I used to love her. Like those are the women that I watched when I started watching wrestling.
Yeah,
but I like her because she was super athletic. But now you're mentioning people in the locker room. I know you have a couple of friends, and I know Lexi and you are like this.
Like me, Lexi, and I was like, good.
M2?
Yeah, me, Lexi, and I'm like, good.
Yeah, you guys are like the three bosses.
That's our, yeah. That's like my clique. I don't like saying cliques.
That's her clique.
Love everybody in the locker room, but
And she talks to everybody.
yeah, I'm cool with everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's cool.
But how's your relationship with Lexi and Anna? You guys are so silly.
You know, we're besties. We text like every day. We do FaceTime calls. We hang out. I think hanging out in Vegas, we had like a really fun night. I mean, none of us drink, so it's like Vegas was like we went to a show and dinner, and we're like, "Whoa, we're so crazy, staying up past 10 p.m." So yeah, and we all have like all of our boyfriends, fiancés, and husbands like in wrestling, so we can all relate.
Mm-hmm.
Like going back home, I can't relate to my friends as much because our lives are so different.
Yes.
And then like Lexi and Anna are like my adult friends that we just hang out, talk about adults.
So you live close to Anna?
No, not anymore. She moved to Florida. Yeah. But now I don't know. So I'm in Atlanta, Lexi's in Tampa, and Anna's over in like Jacksonville. So we're like all kind of close, but not close enough to like drive to each other. So, but we see each other at work, so it's like.
I don't see Anna as often.
She's on nights, yeah. And I've been at like most nights recently, so I get to see Lexi and Anna, but then they don't get to see each other. So then we're not full circle yet. But
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
oh God, I don't know. Wrestling.
We want our kids?
I think we want to try like 27. Is that in 5 years?
That's 5 years.
Oh wow.
She went to school, but we're gonna.
I think sometimes I still feel like I'm 19, so I'm like, I don't know how old am I? Like mentally.
Did you always want to be a mom, though?
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be like feeling this way this fast. I didn't know Lee was gonna come into my life. I thought I was gonna find love in my life till I was like 30 or something. So I was like, and then Lee came to my life, and I was like, oh my gosh, like if we could, we would have babies now. Like I can't imagine a little Lee and Julia. So cute.
Hair. I love mixed kids because, like, sometimes they have like flat hair, some just have super curly hair. The skin color is like awesome. Like, and you both are very attractive people. So I know you're gonna have a very attractive baby, a girl or a boy. Are you gonna let your boy or girl be wrestlers if they want to?
I'm gonna let them do whatever they want to do. I don't want to hold anything against them. Just one thing my parents did so well with me is they let me believe myself. They never tried to tell me otherwise, so I want to do the same for our kid, no matter what they want to do. So I just want to be their biggest supporter.
Julia, if you were to say something to your 16-year-old self right now, what would it be?
I'm trying to think. 16-year-old me was in school, struggling to get good grades, and only cared about cheerleading. So I just want to tell myself, like, it's all going to be worth it. Just keep going. Just keep going. And stop thinking everything's the end of the world, because it's not.
That's so wise. And
Yeah.
and last thing, you have a blog yourself. Are you still working on the blog? Actually getting watch yourself? Because I know I was watching some of it.
Yeah.
It was like,
I posted like 4 videos. I haven't posted one. I want to make a vlog. I love vlogs so much. I love watching them. I love editing. I love making them. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, am I not in character? Like, people are going to get mad at me? Because people get mad at me. And I'm like, I'm also a normal human being.
she is, and she's the sweetest. She's the most down-to-earth individual. And when she gets in the ring, but as you said it, it's a different person.
Yeah, it's me, but times 10.
Are you the Undertaker with that?
I don't want to disrespect the Undertaker, but
yeah.
you know, he's. I mean, if people want to call me that, I know in House of Black they're calling me Tiny Taker for a while, so this was
Tiny Taker.
But I thought it was cute. I don't know. I always loved Undertaker, of course, but I don't want to disrespect him. I'm not trying to steal his thing. He's best though.
But it's pretty cool though when they turn the lights off. It's like, yep, she's gonna be somewhere, trying to be somebody's ass. So, is there anything you want to tell my YouTuber, my bloggers, or like the fans in general about who you really are all about, or like something positive, or just like to follow you, buy your merch?
Shop AEW. I know House of Black has a bunch of stuff on a bunch of different sites. I don't know. I have it on my little highlight thing. I don't know why I'm making this little highlight thing on my Instagram for merch. The Julia Hart on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If I post the YouTube video.
Yeah, we'll put it here. Where can they follow you on YouTube so they can?
Yeah, I think it's the Julia Hart.
The Julia Hart.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, should do that. So stay tuned because Julia is not done. She's still the champion, hopefully for a long time, until I get back in the ring and we can have a feud. So I think it will be very interesting.
Yes.
I really do want to have a feud with you.
You what?
I want to have a feud with you.
Yeah, I always want to have a feud. Let's make a story.
Yeah, because
Kick some ass.
you get some really cool packages. I want to be like, yeah, you're like that. Remember? Hey, come back.
Maybe you come back as like me as a cheerleader.
Oh my God.
Just for a few of you.
The ghost of wrestling past. Hey, Julia. And I'm blonde, so I can do that. You know?
There you go.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. We're here. We work here at Tacos El Campeon. And you like barbacoa, right?
Yeah, it was the best one. That was really good.
I was hungry. I didn't even care. I was backing them. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and, make sure you turn the notifications on so you can keep watching this. Also, I'm going to take a picture right now with her, which I will be printing in a Polaroid, and I'll be raffling it if you're watching this video. So make sure you comment and tell your friends. We want to get to 100,000 followers in 2024. Please help us out. And then if she drops a new video, watch it, support, buy her merch. And this is Taco Block here in Dallas. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.